Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about why we are not going to be here on Monday. We aren't going to be here on Monday because of, anyone know? Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So, just a little bit about Martin Luther King Jr., because I think your teachers are going to talk about him. He was the leader of the civil rights movement. He was known as a peaceful leader. He led peaceful protests. After he died, his wife, Coretta Scott King, uh, wanted to make sure that people remembered him, and she also continued on with the civil rights movement. She was the reason that we do have Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So people wanted to remember Coretta Scott King as well. So here's a picture of Martin Luther King Jr. and Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King during the peaceful protests. And here is Coretta Scott King as she is older. We are remembering her through the Coretta Scott King Book Awards. The Coretta Scott King Book Awards are given annually, that means every year, to outstanding African American authors and illustrators of books for children and young adults that demonstrate an appreciation of African American culture and universal human values. The award commemorates the life and work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and honors his wife, Mrs. Coretta Scott King, for her courage and determination to continue the work for peace and world brotherhood. Usually there's three winners and three honorable mentions. It's still really important if you get second place. It's an honor to have one of these medals on your book. There's a winner for being an author, a winner for illustrator, and a winner for new talent. And new talent means just someone who's up and coming. This is maybe their first book. At Indian Grove, we have several of these books. So if I click on here, this is our Indian Grove online library, and I can see that we have 31 titles of Coretta Scott King Book Awards or honors. The first one here is about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They all don't have to be. This one just happens to be. And you can see the medal right there. Some of our books might not have the medal on them, and that's because we bought them before they won the medal. There are several books. We have picture books. We have reference books. Bud Not Buddy is one of my favorite chapter books. Firebird is one of my favorite picture books. That's about a ballerina. Hidden Figures is a book. There was also a movie about it. It's about four African American women who worked at NASA. New Kid is, I believe that was given the um, New Talent Award. Trombone Shorty is a really great book too. This is a picture book. And what we are going to learn about today is Tar Beach. Tar Beach by Faith Ringgold. I will always remember when the stars fell down around me and lifted me up above the George Washington Bridge. I could see our tiny rooftop with Mommy and Daddy and Mr. and Mrs. Honey, our next door neighbors, still playing cards as if nothing was going on. And BB, my baby brother, lying real still on the mattress, just like I told him to, his eyes like huge floodlights tracking me through the sky. Sleeping on Tar Beach was magical. Lying on the roof in the night with stars and skyscraper buildings all around me, made me feel rich, like I owned all I could see. The bridge was my most prized possession. Daddy said that the George Washington Bridge is the longest and most beautiful bridge in the world, and that it opened in 1931 on the very day I was born. Daddy worked on that bridge, hoisting cables. Since then, I've wanted that bridge to be mine. Now I have claimed it. All I had to do was fly over it for it to be mine forever. I can wear it like a giant diamond necklace, or just fly above it and marvel at its sparkling beauty. I can fly, yes, fly. Me, Cassie Louise Lightfoot, only 8 years old and in the third grade, and I can fly. That means I am free to go wherever I want for the rest of my life. Daddy took me to see the new union building he is working on. He can walk on steel girders high up in the sky and not fall. They call him the cat. But he still can't join the union because Grandpa wasn't a member. Well, Daddy is going to own that building because I'm going to fly over it and give it to him. Then it won't matter that he's not in the old union or whether he's colored or a half breed Indian, like they say. He'll be rich and won't have to stand on 24-story high girders and look down. He can look at his building going up. And Mommy won't cry all winter when he goes to look for work and doesn't come home. And Mommy can laugh and sleep late like Mrs. Honey. And we can have ice cream every night for dessert. Next, I'm going to fly over the ice cream factory just to make sure we do. Tonight we're going up to Tar Beach. Mommy is roasting peanuts and frying chicken, and Daddy will bring home a watermelon. Mr. and Mrs. Honey will bring their old green card table, and then the stars will fall around me, and I will be able to fly to the Union Building. I will take BB with me. He has threatened to tell Mommy and Daddy if I leave him behind. I have told him it's very easy. Anyone can fly. All you need is somewhere to go that you can't get to any other way. The next thing you know, you're flying among the stars. This book is inspired by a quilt, an art series of a quilt that the author made with memories of her childhood. The Tar Beach is actually the roof of the apartment building that her family lived at. And she would go up there and imagine she was flying over all the places that she wanted to go to. So, your assignment is think about if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? I'd like you to draw a picture of that.